Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good day, good week, good month so far. If not, I'm sorry to hear, but I kind of want to talk about something that's been kind of affecting me lately, and by my YouTube recommended, I keep getting videos talking about it, but it's just that nowadays we have so many games that we can play, could play, so many sales, so many different genres of games, and I feel like I really struggled to find anything that's, enjoyable. Like, for most of my life, I've been playing, FPS and third-person shooter games. I mean, look at the name of this channel. That's why I started in the first place, to play those types of games. And with the new year, I've kind of had enough of scrolling through endless pages on the Steam store of just games I've seen before, games that are made by small companies, which some of them are good, but a lot of them are just kind of low quality games that look great, but their player base has been dead, and I'm just kind of tired of it. So this year I've really made a focus to try new games, to try different things, and it's been surprisingly enjoyable, I have to say. I really started this journey with playing some Hogwarts Legacy, which was a game that I didn't really expect to enjoy that much. A lot of the reviews were kind of meh on it, and I will say in gameplay it did get repetitive at parts, but I'm not really a type of person to play a lot of games like that, where there's a lot of tasks going on, and I'm fighting bosses and stuff like that. A lot of RPG or JRPG games or stuff like that, or even like Adventure Explorer RPG games. I'm not huge into that, but that game was really enjoyable. I'm still playing because I'm just taking it kind of slowly to kind of just enjoy it and not just rush through it in 3 weeks or whatever like that, because I don't really find that all that enjoyable to just kind of rush through a game unless I'm attempting a speed run on it, which I rarely do nowadays. But I was kind of surprised on how much I was actually enjoying the process of it. Some other games that I've been enjoying are Erebon of Shadow. I've been enjoying that. A game called Origami, which is an older game that I used to play and have been playing again more recently. And I recently picked up Shovel Knight. I've not played it all. I've picked up the big pack of all the games, I believe. Or maybe I just got Shovel Hope. I don't remember which one I got. But I'm hoping to start a series on that soon, just like a playthrough of me doing it, because people seem to like the Minecraft videos, or just kind of go on playing something and talk about whatever. So I think it'll be kind of a fun thing, just do maybe 30-minute episodes of playing that. But in this kind of journey of new games, I've kind of discovered some things about myself. I was very hesitant in the beginning because I'm a big FPS gamer. It's what I've played most of my life, and to go try new genres where I'm gonna be bad, like StarCraft, for example. I've been still playing StarCraft 1, not so much 2 because I just don't enjoy it as much, but playing StarCraft 1 is extremely hard. I lose almost every match, and for someone like me, where I like to be able to do something wrong and learn from my mistakes, StarCraft, you don't really get that feeling, okay, I didn't have enough units at the 5-minute mark when he pushed, but I don't know why. That can be really frustrating, but I've been enjoying it. You have to overcome some of that frustration, and even overcoming some of that frustration has been good for me personally, because I realize okay, I'm not the best at dealing with things I'm not good at. When I'm new at something, I find it very frustrating. That's a good kind of life lesson to learn going into new hobbies, and it's also good to learn how to overcome something when you're new at it. You can't be hard on yourself. You have to be easy on yourself. You have to take things in slowly, because the game's been around for 20 years, 27 years. I'm not gonna be ever the master of it, one, but also I'm never really gonna be maybe kind of on the upper end of the curve. Maybe I will one day. That would be cool, but it's hard for me to accept that. Maybe it's not for you, but maybe you struggle with something else, and trying a new game genre would really bring something like that to the light, that you can examine, wow, I do struggle with this or that, or something more than just, fun new game genre, but learning about something deeper with yourself. A lot of times with certain game genres, especially FPS games, for example, your skills from one game will transfer over to another game. Even though I played a lot of TF2, if I pick up Apex Legends, my aim and basic thinking and ideological skills for maneuvering and killing enemies is still going to be somewhat there. It doesn't transfer over fully, but still somewhat prominent. But if you go play new games, you don't have that. So one, it is a challenge, like I was mentioning before. But the other thing is, it can sometimes feel nice, because if you feel like, okay, I played other FPS games, I played a lot of COD, a lot of Battlefield, I have to be good at this new game I'm trying out. That can be really stressful and frustrating, because it feels like every time you just want a game, you have to be like prepared. Like, okay, I'm hopping on Apex. Let's say Apex, for example, is your game. Apex is on the mind right now. I've not really played a lot of Apex, but if I hop on Apex, it feels like I have to win. I have to first do my aim warm up in a match, and then I have to make sure I'm wearing the right things that are comfortable so that my aim isn't restricted. I'm not wearing long sleeves, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta really focus in because I gotta play good here because of some arbitrary value of I'm good at other games like this, so I feel like I have to be good at that. And that is so exhausting all the time. If you feel like that, that is so tiring after a while. So it can be nice to just play something that you're like, there were no expectations for me to be good at this whatsoever. I apologize, made up a word there. There are no expectations of me to be good at this game at all, and that can be really relaxing. You want to make sure that you don't build up expectations of yourself too quickly around it. Like, you've been playing it for 2 months and you're like, I should be in the top league or whatever, like, relax. You're new to this game. This game's been out for however many years. You just gotta calm down. But it can be super easy to get in the habit of like, I should be good at this, but I'm not, and that can make gaming seem very frustrating and like a chore almost, instead of like, I'm gonna sit down after a long day and game. Like, a lot of times after I'd come home from school or work, I wouldn't even play FPS games because I feel like, okay, I'm gonna be tired, I'm gonna be bad at them, and if I'm bad at them, it's not even worth playing in the first place. Which is such a ridiculous mindset, but I know other people have had this thought as well, because I've talked to them, I've talked to them in Discord, talked to them IRL. I know people have the same experience. Like, if I had a rough day or a day where I'm just tired, yeah, I'm not gonna hop on COD because I get upset at myself for playing well, or playing poorly, I apologize. Which is just such a convoluted and ridiculous like way of thinking about it. Like, it's supposed to be there to relax and help you calm and just kind of exist for a little bit in a different space. And I know it affects a lot of people. We all do it in some aspects, but it's totally undermining the purpose of playing video games in the first place. This is kind of a minor or smaller issue with this, but it definitely affects me because I don't work that much and I don't, make that much. So it's like, okay, yeah, get more games, got it, in different genres, cool, but I'm broke. Like, where do we get money for this? And, well, Steam sales are certainly one of the best options. I don't know if anyone's coming up soon. I know the summer sale will obviously occur in the summer, but I don't know other Steam sales. I know there's a website for it, though, that lets you know all the major updates. Maybe an Easter sale, I'm not sure. I know GOG or GOG does a lot of extremely cheap game sales. I know Humble Bundle does a lot of like $25 for multiple games. I know Epic Games gives away a lot of free games as well. So even if you think, this doesn't look like something I normally play, I would say give it a shot. You may not like it. You might, I would say unsubscribe. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying today. You might delete it from your computer in like 3 hours, or you might play through the entire thing. You don't really know until you try. So like, I knew going into this I enjoy stealth games, so I picked up that. There's another stealth game that I'm thinking of that I can't remember the name of. I know you play as a goblin, but I can't remember its name. But I kind of already had an idea that I did enjoy a little bit of these gameplay elements, so I could take a guess. But like StarCraft, I'd never played an RTS game in my life before that, so like I would literally just have to play it and try it to figure out that I liked it. And like StarCraft 2, I played that and I didn't really enjoy that, and that's okay. It's not, you don't have to like things or have to dislike things. Obviously, that's ridiculous. But unless you really try it, and I know that's so tedious. It's like, what do you want me to just expect me to try all these new games? Maybe. Like, if you're bored and not enjoying what you're doing, then it's better than just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I would say it's better than that. But I know games, especially a lot of newer games, can be pricey, so I would look at a lot of early 2000s games maybe that are on sale for like $5 on like the Steam summer sales or whatever, and I would look for those other sources of games I mentioned earlier. Some other things that I've done that have kind of helped me in this feeling like there's nothing good to play or sometimes even listen to, because it's happening in all genres. It's not just games. There's music, maybe TV shows, anime, whatever that is. One of the best things that I've honestly found is just taking a break, and for me, like trying to get out of the house less. So if I'm playing a lot of, let's say, FPS games and I'm kind of getting frustrated, taking a step back and maybe just playing some relaxing games or trying to maybe game less. Like for me, I'm an avid reader, I like to read a lot. So maybe opening up some books that are, of a completely different genre or something like that. I would also say try to exercise more. I know it's like a generic piece of advice, like, yeah, everyone should exercise, it's good for you, like, I'm not your doctor, I'm not here to recommend that you go on a weight loss diet or anything like that. I'm not like that. But even if, like, let's say you don't like lifting weights, that's fine. I have a personal dumbbell set, which I really like. But even if you can just get out of the house for like an hour walk, either music or no music, because then I've run into that problem where I'm just listening to a bunch of music on my walks every day, and I'm just getting bored of the music I'm listening to. So sometimes I just go on a walk with no earbuds in at all and just kind of enjoy nature. I think that's probably one of the best ways to do it, but if you can't start there, then listening to music is fine as well. For music, it's really helped to explore just like niche genres. Like recently I've been listening to some like hyper pop, and then listening to some like city pop or like 80s and 90s like J-pop. You can probably hear it in the background a little bit. That's what the background music is, and I've been able to really enjoy that, because a lot of time I do listen to rap and hip hop, which is totally fine. I still enjoy it, but when you listen to every car ride, to school, 4 times a week, it does kind of get a little boring, gets a little stale, and you do want to seek out different sounds, which I think is good. I think finding any new genre, even if it's like a very small or niche genre, I think it's good. I think it's totally fine to like big genres as well. Like sometimes I'll just be in the mood, like, I'm gonna listen to some wubba dubstep, or sometimes I really want to listen to some nice like classical music or dungeon synth or whatever it is. I don't care what it is, but just listen to something new, try something different. I also know, like, if you're younger, you should listen to a lot of genres, because when you get older, like, your genre is really narrow to what you listen to as like a teenager. So if you're a teenager and listen to a lot of music, you'll continue to like a lot of different music as you grow older, which I think is a pretty nice thing, prepping yourself later on for, when your genetics finally set in, your music repertoire and interests are wide, which I think is a good thing. But to kind of sum up this video, I had a really good time trying a lot of new games. I really did enjoy it, which is not something I expected at the start. I could really say that. And that's all I really wanted to talk about. I just want to talk about some experiences. Maybe you share them, maybe you don't. If you have experiences with a feeling like this, please leave in the comments below. I'd love to read through it and look at them. I love to see comments from people with similar experiences. But that's really it for all. I just wanted to kind of talk about that, and I hope you have a good, day, good week, a good rest of your year. I hope things are going well for you. I know for me, I've been busy a lot recently, and I've been, struggling with personal and family stuff, but I'm hoping that I can start uploading more and being able to have a little bit higher quality, maybe do a couple more videos, something like this, where it's not just me streaming some StarCraft or me just hopping on a random game and trying it. Hopefully, I'll be able to get into a better schedule with stuff like that, but that's all I really have to talk about. Thank you all very much for watching. If you got to this point in the video, I really do appreciate you being here and listening to me kind of yap about stuff. And, yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.